Okay, the matches in the ESL Major Series are coming thick and fast at this point, and we've got an interesting tie next for you in the CodeRed Commentary Series. That's between CodeRed Gaming, CRG, an upcoming UK side that achieved a podium finish at the most recent I Series. They got through in the last round thanks to MTW defaulting. MTW International did not want to contest this game or weren't able to, and that put CRG through. Their reward for that, overcoming that hurdle, is to play VeryGames, and it's going to be interesting, of course, because this is the first time we'll have seen VeryGames in a competitive capacity with their new look team. So without any further ado, I don't think I need to sell that fixture anymore, and we shall just get it up and running. The first map is going to be DE Tuscan. It's a best of 3 like all of these in the EMS series. And it's one of those maps where anything can happen. So far be it from me to kind of oversell it. They'll definitely be looking for an upset, CRG, and this would cement their reputation pretty nicely. But it's also got to be said that VeryGames, Imperious, and their new look lineup is still got some phenomenal talent in it. I would say they're slightly weaker, but not that much. And I think it's going to be a real good opportunity for the new guys to show everybody who's watching that actually we do mean business. So keep particular eyes on Apex and MK. They're the new fish, so to speak. For CRG, I'd probably recommend keeping an eye on Ben with a 3. And despite the hype around Chamboy, I would say Red Snake, known as Red Dizzle here. Both of those players had pretty fine lands at the most recent I Series that they attended. So definitely be looking at those. So we're just going to get this knife round underway. And you can see here, disciplined VeryGames knife strats. Don't think we'd expect anything different from the best team in the world, bar none, completely unarguably. We're getting the torch off here. This is tense stuff. And then there you go. They're trying to sink their push. MBK and Existence are shanking away, and there you go. It's all over. So in the end, that uphill charge from Team CRG was shut down fairly simply, and ultimately it's all for show. It's the first map. It's the they're not going to change whatever the outcome. So it's probably more of a T-sided map, Tuscan, but it's a very open map. It's very even. For those of you that have not seen it competitively played before, it can be quite expansive. So it does give the T's that advantage in the same way that in previous commentaries we've talked about DECs and Dust 2. So we're just going to try and get a feel for the setup here. I've recorded this commentary late evening, so I'm actually enjoying a beer with this. So if I start babbling, apologies. Well, you can see that CRG are anticipating a pistol push. And I know the guys in that team are pretty keen. And VeryGames, of course, it don't get keener. So I don't know if this was anti-stratting and whether VeryGames have decided to change those strats, but Apex has got that opening frags. He's off to a great start in his career, but we've got this big push coming in now onto this B bomb site. There's going to be flashes and smokes. Chamboy's just running with a bomb out. He's just like, let's just get this plant and see what we can do. In the meantime, Existence has got one frag and taking out the Danger Man. Ben with a 3. Chamboy, though, bad time to flash. Apex gets another pill, but another pick. Pritch and Red Snake. And MK mops up the last 2 frags. And in the end, easy for VeryGames. But a good plant for CRG. And it was a good push. But as always with VeryGames, so calm. They just waited. Just, bided their time. Everybody come on the rotate. And then it's flash and we go in together. And perhaps better than any other team at doing that, VeryGames. Just really not getting phased. They've been there, they've done it, they don't panic. So just going to have a look at MK here, another new guy obviously, as we mentioned, doing this push into this sewer area. I mean, we call it sewers. That's a bit of a hangover from mill. I guess you could call it underground or whatever. It's not really sewers. But while that's happening, Existence is getting pushed. They've literally just charged up mid. But there's the one dig. There's two. Mate, or Apex gets the third. But and another one. I thought Existence had got that as well. RPK's mopping up with a FAMAS. And that's why you don't do dry rushes against VeryGames. Everyone in the team has got the talent to shut you down. And no plant that round. But we are going to see a buy. All AKs, I think. And money good for VeryGames. So gonna have that AWP and Existence. I think a lot of people forget that Existence used to be the guy that made the movie frags. He used to be the guy that did the impossible with the AWP regularly. Now a lot of people think of him as this captain, this brain extraordinaire, which he is. But he is still hugely capable of picks on maps like these where you can really dominate and dictate the flow of the game with an AWP. So always worth watching him. If he goes for a push or a pick, chances are he's going to get it. And again, can't stress it enough just what a great all-rounder he is. While that's going on, you can see CRG. It's just as well they didn't push out there, because if they did show themselves, Existence probably would have got that pick. And we're going back to him because he's getting flashed out, smoked out. Tries a pick through the smoke, does get it in the end on Mole. He's going to be upset about that. And now he just drops back, and that's the sensible way to play it. Red Snake answers back with two. But Existence with a double deagle down mid, already having a huge game. We're only 2 rounds in. And now all of a sudden it's all on Ben. I won't keep stressing he's got a 3 in the name, because you can see that for yourself. And Existence gets another kill. So fantastic round for him. Already looking good. Quick check at the 3-round mark. 7-1 for Existence. Red Snake on 3 for 3. The best that CRG can muster. 3 players yet to get up and running. And that surprise and inverted commas buy means we're going to see this eco here. And my gut feeling tells me this round is going to be a tough one for CRG. Red Snake, because he's got those kills, can obviously afford the deagle. Not going to do anything with it, and don't think you're going to get Existence from there with a Glock. So that was somewhat foolish. Chamboy, though, did fancy his chances with the deagle. Waiting for the push down the left side. Gets a bit of nade for his trouble. He's trying here, but he's kind of wazzering around. Not going to do anything with that. It's just a shooting gallery for Existence. While that's been going on, Ben is creeping round. Might get one here. Should have got one there. MBK, though, crouching and jumping like a ninja. Just going to spray him down. It's 4-0 to VeryGames. They're looking very comfortable right now. Existence, absolutely huge on 10 for 1 after 4 rounds played. And still 3 players on CRG yet to get a frag. So, and looks like they've gone deco this round as well to try and get their economy sorted out. Existence, in the meantime, just going off like a firecracker. He's got another kill. MBK now, people forget he's a rifler and an AWPer, so versatile. He pushed down that kind of second, alleyway area on B. They call that short B. Just looking at that storage area, didn't get a pick, he's dropped right back. I don't think it's worth leaving Existence for too long, always seems to be something happening. But you can see now what's going on, and while that's happened, RPK's picked up a kill. I've obviously called where that is. They're going to get, no, they're not going to get onto this B-bomb site. MBK has other ideas. And this is very ragged at the moment from CRG, just running in 1 by 1. You can't afford to do that when you're up against the likes of RPK, when you're up against the likes of VeryGames. So, a bad idea. Even on a deco, you've got to try and make them work for it. It's still 3 CRG players on 0 for 5, while VeryGames have got a very nice spread indeed of kills. So, they are going to have to step this up, CRG. These rounds are dropping way too quickly. So, they have to hope VeryGames are going to get overconfident. Maybe do a stupid push. Maybe do something a little bit sloppily. Doesn't happen often. You can see Chamboy's picking up the AWP for his team here. And again, comfortable with a rifle and an AWP. Got to say, the hype and everything around him might have dropped off a little bit lately, but still a very competent player and part of that new generation of UK players that are coming through at the moment. I'm not sure if he got that leg on him when he went very well. It doesn't even matter now because Apex has pushed, got the kill. Ben's answered back though, so that's a good trade. You can see they're leaving the underpass area now and they're coming back. Existence here though, just holding that angle, just waiting to see where they're going to be going. And I don't think CRG really know themselves. This is a very long kind of rotate to push to the other side. Don't think it's going to fool anybody. But they are trying to just blind everybody on the site. There's a smoke deployed. Pritch has caught some of that flash. Can't really see what's going on. Trying to get some pre-fire off. And they're going to have to crab claw MBK here. They don't do that. They have got the bomb ticking away. And Mole's going to pick up a frag. That's a bad miss by Ben. Mole saves his bacon. Ben misses again. MK coming around now just to mop up the stragglers. It's all on Mole. 1v2. He's got to kind of try and use his composure here, but Existence, who else, gets that last kill. MK says, I'll take the defuse. You've got enough kills going on. 9-0 now for MK with that, so quite a little game he's having, the new guy. 6-0 to VeryGames, and CodeRed. Situation is CodeRed at the moment. So another buy though. CRG's money intact. But Apex is just pushed in. I really should have caught that. I just wasn't expecting it to happen. And, well, you can see just how aggressive VeryGames are getting now. They're like, look, this is a 3-mapper. We got things to be doing. If you want to sit and camp the storage areas all game, we're going to come and we're going to get you. But let's try and just get on Pritch, who, again, looks like he's just coming back, actually. It looked like he was being a bit bold and come all the way back to spawn. Ben trying to just see if he can make something happen. Not going to. Existence with another kill. Face full of flash for Ben there. Pritch down as well. Red Snake going to try and get that spray down, and does. But, again, a bad situation for them to be in, a 5v2. And Red Snake with another good little pick, showing off some of his crisp aim. But while that happens, RPK just jumps out and just tanks it, doesn't he? 7-0. There you go, 14 for 2 for Existence. Red Snake still the top on 5 for 7. Chamboy on 0 for 7. Not a scoreline he'll be too happy about. And of course, while we're on the subject of 7, lucky 7, it's 7-0 to VeryGames. So it's another buy for CRG, and they've had joy on this fast B. They can get the bomb down, they know that, and that's what they're trying to do here. Now VeryGames will probably just wait for them all to come on the rotate, and while that's happening, NBK is going to get a kill. Now look, he's just cotched in that underpass area. You can see Red Snake's just trying to push through, trying to preempt where they're coming from, and that's got to be so rage-inducing. MBK with the jumping up. Mole gets one. MK gets a nade kill. Ben is kind of just blind. He's got to kill. MK comes round, takes him out of the equation. It's all on Chamboy. Don't expect too much at the moment. Still 0 for 8. MK is going to get another defuse. Loving those defuses to put him at 15 to 0, and it's 8-0. And CRG, for all they've been respected coming through in the UK, for all people are saying they're one of the top teams in Europe, people are talking about them being the new school. Well, here they are up against a VeryGames side, and they are looking completely out of their league. I hate to say it. Right now, they are looking out of their league. So, Ben, with an entry pick, could that be all about to change? And you always thought this might happen. Might VeryGames start getting bored? Might that discipline crack? Might they start pushing a bit more? And Mole's missed a fairly easy pick there as MK pushes through. Chamboy's up and running, so hip hip hooray for him. He gets Apex, and now, for the first time, they're going to get onto this A site area. Ben's going to get a pick. Pritch is going to get a nade kill, so we'll go to clutch cam. RPK here. Is he just going to give him the round? Well, it looks like it's a save, and I've got to be honest, I'm a little surprised by that. They've obviously got money in the bank, and I know it's a 1v4. It's RPK, though. He's got to fancy it. I don't know if Existence is telling him to do this, because I imagine his natural inclination would be to go for it. Seen him make many clutches down the years. And he's just waiting. Pritch is hunting him down. You can see on the radar how close they are. I don't know if they're going to get a chance to tango. You've seen him. Nearly sprayed him through the canopy, but didn't get him. Survived on 5 HP. He does get to keep his M4. So they're up and running, CRG. But still a long, long way if they're going to try and get back into this. Let's have a little look at Apex. We've not really looked at him. He's another player on the CodeRed Awards. We've plugged those a few times on these commentaries. CodeRed Awards are kicking off right now. So they're still going to be going right up until the end of the month. Apex is on our breakthrough players. I think a few people were surprised by that. I don't know why. He's gone from being kind of meh to in VeryGames. That constitutes a breakthrough as far as I'm concerned. Existence gets a pick. MK gets a little sort of flash kill on Chamboy. Not a literal flash kill, but it was the flash that did the work rather than anything else, as Chamboy had to turn away to shield himself. By the time he'd readjusted, he was dead. So it's quick as a flash, no pun intended. You've got 3 people left for CRG trying to push up this banana area. I don't know what's gone on there. Did he get one? Pritch did get one, but Apex has got him, and still on 100 HP, Apex. He might just push in and try and get them all early doors. He's going to get another one there. He's going to get Mole. Mole kind of jumped into the headshot. Can't be too chuffed. And Red Snake, well, missed that. MK just insta-dinked him. Probably is a factor. 9-1. And you can see the problems that CRG are having in trying to get around this and trying to find a weakness, a chink in the VeryGames armor. It's just not happening at the moment, and money must be tight. I don't know if this is going to be. It looks like it could be another eco or deco. Huge nade from MBK. Timed that perfectly. Existence is pushed down. Fluffed his lines a bit with that deagle there, but RPK is going to mop it up. Yeah, it is going to come back. I clicked off just in time for the to miss the kill. I didn't think he'd re-peek, but he did. It's all over. It's 10-1. And already, I don't know whose choice of map this was, but if it was CRG's, they're going to be thinking, why the hell did we pick this map? D Inferno, the next one. Our good friend in the commentary series, Inferno. Casted a few of those. But really, what I would be looking to do differently if I was CRG, the fast strats aren't working. And they're not pushing them mega in terms of patience. They do seem to be lacking ideas. You need your AWPers here to really step up and open up the bomb sites for you. And it's tactics like this, like what Chamboy's trying to do here with the flash and the push. But nobody home. Mole has got a pick, though. So this could be a nice little crab claw. MBK, though, in that doorway in the house. RPK gets another kill. Apex comes up, but I tell you what, Pritch has done played a blinder there. Got 2 kills. And MBK's up on these little stacked boxes here as you come up mid. Trying to flash just so we can just get back in the house. Because Ben, in the meantime, has picked up another kill. And And staying with MBK, because obviously he's the guy who's going to be stopping him getting on the site. There's one great reaction shot. There's another great reaction shot. There's a third. It's 11-1. That's why MBK's up for Player of the Year. Rifle or AWP, he's absolutely lethal. And in the end, there was just no smoke there. There was no flashes. There was nothing they could do to neutralize the threat. They were all at 6s and 7s. Didn't commit to at least getting the bomb down. And that's how you lose rounds like that. So a little bit of inexperience, I would say, there, creeping in from CRG. And, of course, when it comes to experience, there aren't going to be many more experienced teams than VeryGames. So, a deco push now. They're going to try and... Oh, no, boys, don't do that. Apex gets a 3-man. But, really, they just lined up for him. Absolutely ridiculous. Mole trying to live it. Oh, he's reloading. Is he going to get one? No, he's not. Apex is going to get it. A horrible, horrible round from CRG, Deagle or not. Literally just lined up. I mean, did the work for Apex then. It was over before I could even click on him. So, 12-1. VeryGames, just too good. That's the story of this map anyway. And I'd be amazed if CRG could turn it around. If they turned it around, it would be a story like we haven't seen. I don't care if it's just one map. But, well... The less said about that, the better. Apex just destroying face, but Chamboy gets him. Apex getting a little bit greedy, a little bit impatient. That could cost his side around here. Mole answers back existence, though. Switching a rifle. He gets the trade frag. Now, RPK is just going to have a look around. He's getting a feeling that they might be coming out of this sewer door. But existence has got that covered, surely, RPK. So now he's going to go back to mid. And bodies are getting dropped by MBK while I'm talking about what these guys are doing. Mole, on the other hand, what's he doing? Is he going to rotate? Yeah, it looks like he is. So he's going to try and get all the way to B. He's going fast. Knives out do make you run faster, of course. Wink, wink. So he's going to come onto this site. He's just having a little scan, a little look around. And, of course, it is clear. The longer he leaves it, the less likely it is he's going to get the plant. I don't think he can believe that there's nobody home. So now, with 34 seconds on the clock, he's now poised. You know, he's got this dilemma. What does he do? Now if he plants, he knows they're going to be rotating. So now he's going to go for the double bluff, is he? Or is it a triple bluff? He's heard one. Knows MBK's having a look. That's a great pick on him, MBK. Still almost got the shot off, but that's going to allow Mole to get this plant. He's going to flash over here to buy himself a bit more time. But ultimately now it's all about the position he takes. Great kill from Mole. This could be an absolutely huge clutch. Might have no impact on the map whatsoever, but this could be a 1v3 against VeryGames. He doesn't get it. RPK, who was on 85 HP in the end, comes up trumps in that 1v1 situation to make it 13-1. And, don't know how to say it. It's been a bit of a whitewash. So we go into this last round. And this is the first time in any of these commentaries where I've seen a pretty one-sided map. So going to be very interesting to see what happens here in the last round. It's just caution to the wind for VeryGames. I don't think they're overly bothered now. They're going to push a little bit. MBK, he gets a kill. RPK's pushed into this storage area. He's just having a little look around where they know where they have to go next, of course. B storage area, nobody's home, so they're going to go into this A storage area, but of course CRG have pushed up and they're actually creeping onto A now, and that kind of push strat there from VeryGames has enabled them to get onto the site. Pritch, he gets one, he gets the kill on Apex, and RPK is going to get one. He's going to get Pritch. He's having a little spam through that smoke. He's not entirely convinced there's nobody else there. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. He's going to have to reload here. The flash goes off. Another flash goes off. So, could be like 3 blind mice on this site. MK's going to get the double kill, the triple kill on Mole, Red Snake and Chamboy. That's half time. 14-1. And that's got to be upsetting for CodeRed. They really would have wanted to make a big statement with a good performance against these guys, but it wasn't to be. So MK and Existence having huge halves, by the way. So If VeryGames take the pistol, I got a sneaking suspicion that'll be all she wrote. And at this stage, you're really playing for what they would call in snooker table time. You just don't want the map to end because you're trying to get warmed up, you're trying to get your angles, you're trying to get inside the head of your opponent. Can't really do that when the map's done. So VeryGames, they're going for a pretty bold, just straight up, nothing fancy. Just going to rely on aim. MK gets one. Chamboy's just cotching up in this corner here, saying, lads, help me. Oh, RPK, though. Absolute monstrous from him. Getting 2 kills. Chamboy's going to answer back with a cheeky double, though. Running into the house. He's got MBK in existence out of contention this round. So, but RPK couldn't get him. Apex obliges. And Apex mops up with the last frag. So that's the pistol round in the bag. Surely the map. That's 15-1. I think it's going to be 16-1, boys. I don't know. Would you bet against it? So VeryGames, well, maybe you should bet against it. Pritchard's got a double deagle there. The push strat just happened to meet where VeryGames had grouped up, and when that happens, that's just awful, awful luck for the team. So they've exchanged some frags here to put it into a 3v3 situation. CRG, of course, on a deco, having lost that opening pistol round, but got some guns now. Red Snake didn't have enough HP to make it count, but Ben gets another with the MP5 he picked up. MK gets Ben. He's only on 3 HP though, MK, so as good as dead. Doesn't matter. Mole gets him, but Existence closes the round. And that is that. It's all over. So we're going to have the second map coming up, but of course, this being a commentary, we're going to end that there. There's no point in stretching it any further. So there you go. You did see VeryGames in action. They looked pretty good as they ever have been with the new additions. CRG, though, it looked like they were lacking ideas, were a little bit outclassed, a little bit rusty. Whether that's going to carry on in the second map, I don't know. We'll get that uploaded to you as soon as possible. So keep an eye out for DE Inferno between these two teams. That'll be coming up in the CodeRed commentary section of the website, and of course in the CodeRed Clips YouTube channel. And thanks very much for listening. Hope it was entertaining.